I'm Erica Milchek. I'm the founder and CEO of Curico. I founded Curico on the mission to replace petrochemicals with equally affordable and effective biomaterials in everyday products and processes. We're often asked how we compare to the petrochemicals that we replace. If you've ever gotten a Brazilian blowout for your hair, that's formaldehyde. We use cross-linkers in just about every industry, but even more importantly than that, we use them as preservatives. 1 metric ton of Curico's bioactive can replace over 40 metric tons of formaldehyde. Essentially, at Curico, we focus on developing new ingredients that will strengthen, preserve, or elevate the consumer experience while being sustainable, and we do this without inflating the price point.
Curico takes biology and applies it to solve problems that conventional chemistry can't. My name is Will Schindel. I'm the Director of Operations here at Curico. I've always felt driven to use science to solve a lot of the problems we face today.
During the early days of Curico, we had so many challenges. Even thinking about one, and the biggest challenge is so hard. During the first 3 years of the company's life, you're honestly having to pivot, understand your market, understanding what the science will and won't do, what it can and can't supply to the market, how you're supposed to talk to a customer versus how you talk to an investor. During my early days, I was a scientist. I didn't know how to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know how to be a CEO. I didn't know how to find capital and to speak to investors. But what I did know how to do was write a grant. And what I did know was science. New York had resources for helping entrepreneurs like me, like others that started around the same time as us, to take grant writing workshops. And NSF kept coming up over and over again as being an organization or an agency that supported fantastic science that was incredibly risky and giving the seed funding to companies that maybe other agencies or investors wouldn't even be looking at. And that's created so much amazing innovation and commerce within this country. I'm incredibly thankful for the National Science Foundation creating America's Seed Fund, allowing scientists to go through that journey of becoming entrepreneurs. Because what we are trained to do and what we do know how to do is develop good science to solve problems. Receiving the early grant, actually just reading the email, the committee, the panel of reviewers recommended us for funding, just emotionally seeing that, it was validating, and it was like, someone out there gets it, and they're gonna give us a chance. As an entrepreneur and as a founder, you'd experience so much rejection. It is absolutely painful every day, the amount of times you hear no, and how hard the job is. That was huge because that's enough fuel and enough power, and especially when you're going through phase 1, then going to phase 2, and every time you send in a progress report and every time you talk to your program manager, it's kind of like having a cheerleader that's saying, you guys have made great progress, or keep going, you've got this, keep going through it. And having that whole community is incredibly powerful. It's a pretty unique program, and I would encourage anybody to apply for an SBIR to STTR grant.
The path to commercialization is always longer than you think it's going to be, but in the end, it's so rewarding seeing the new technology that you've put into the world.
Curico really is about serving the world and the population and bringing new technologies that are more sustainable.